Guys, this is your boy here, Roger Moore from Affinity Extra, celebrating gospel music of Black origin. This is how we do it, man. Yo, we here celebrating the first Prime Minister of I don't know if celebrating is the right word, but Rishi Sunak is now the Prime Minister of the UK, and it's like it's kind of weird and surreal, you know. There's a couple of things from these guys I want to kind of discuss. You know, a couple of things that I had come my way with this absolute national disaster we got in the UK when it comes to the Conservative Party, and it could be any party right now. But they've made some major screws right now. I'm not saying who I vote for. Don't watch the colours in the background. I am not repping that exactly, you know, because I'm Man United fan, man. So, you know, but anyway, we're not going to give out my who I vote for. But if we had to show is, guys, you know, there's a number of issues that I was concerned. When I say concerned, real issues that we need to discuss, and really is going to flag up with Rishi Sunak, who is not somebody of Anglo-Saxon descent. And when I say Anglo-Saxon, it kind of refers to a type of people that are majority based in this country. And I've even heard interviews, had to giggle, interviews about, you know, saying that, you know, I actually thought in my lifetime we would never ever see a man of color run this country, let alone a woman of color. And I couldn't believe these guys, you know, himself and Kimmy went for the leadership. And I thought, but wait, how are we gonna pull this off? I feel that there could be a negative feedback because, you know, I live in white areas, and you know, and I know sometimes he might not face the full brunt of it, but there might be some kickback already. Memes are going around, and you know, already people are saying, you know, we should have an English person, a true Anglo-Saxon running this country. I'm going to use the refer to the Anglo-Saxon for it. And we're going to have running our country. Well, the problem is, brother, we've had for 400 years Anglo-Saxons ruling the world. So if we run your country for 4 years or 2 years, you know, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a bit hypocritical. So be careful before you open your mouth. And I was even at the work, and I'm not hitting out on conservative voters, you know, and just putting counter arguments to what's going on. So I challenged the Conservative supporter the other day. I said, listen, you know, how you feeling before, you know, who you voting for, you know, what you want to see going on in the future. And they said to me, listen, Roger, the reason why, you know, I was a Brexit person, I was like, whoa. They're basically got an Irish surname, and the family's from Ireland, but we're not going to go into the whole Irish issue here. So we're not going to mention about the atrocities that happened to Irish people literally within the last 100 years by handed up by English people. You know what I mean? Saying we're not going to talk about what they done to the Celtic people. But anyway, but take that aside. I was listening to her go, oh yeah, we need to get rid of them immigrants. I said, is it really? So in my head, I'm like, Roger, this cool. Looking at me, you know, guys, talking to me. Yeah, it's illegal immigrants and it's criminals that bring them to the country. You know, we don't even give no money to lifeboats anymore because they're just literally picking them up and bringing them into this country. I'm looking at her going, really? And she's expressing, because, you know, she lives near a hotel which is full of, you know, immigrants who the hotel's paid for and whatsoever. And I was like, oh, okay, I can feel that kickback. But when she said, oh, these, and I said to her, you know, not in Albania. I said to, you know, India, so what they're running from, who caused that problem? But you know, a lot of times, guys, you know, the European countries, Britain has been part of the problem in these countries that they're running away from. But also on top of that, the criminals are moving them into the country. So I said, cool, the criminals are moving them from the country. You know, fair play. But, you know, I said, no disrespect, you know, but the Queen, you know, the King, the royalty, you know what I'm saying? Not just the Queen, you're going back to Queen Elizabeth, who was told by a minister. He said, listen, the Queen Elizabeth the First was told by a minister in, I believe, in Cambridge or Oxford, one of them two places anyway, yeah? And he said to her, I said, listen, we need to colonize. We need to get on this game. We can't let the Spanish and Portuguese run the things. We got to take over. And then that's the start of colonization and slavery. So if anyone's taking about, you know, so if you talk about criminals, the criminal is the royal family, you know, who instigated colonization, who instigated also part of having companies earning money for them through slavery. So our criminals is the royalty. So you gotta be very, very careful when you open your mouth here. You know, and I would say to I don't want to be rude, Anglo-Saxon people, but you know, people that's really up with Royal Britannia, you know what I'm saying? Because you're still not educated in full and true history, you know. And when true history puts on the table, it's okay for you to be running India, having people be carrying you over little rivers, having 4 little boys carrying you over there, and watching the disgusting behavior, how you guys behave and treat locals throughout the whole world. You sat in a room in the late 1880s and decided how to divide Africa and ran Africa with a wicked, we want to improve, we want to introduce the NHS to Nigeria, we want to improve health services. You never brought no improvement to Africa. You forgive me for using this word, but literally this is what you did. You raped the resources out of Africa. You raped the resources out of India. You raped the resources out of South America. Yeah, you raped the resources out of Americas itself, and then took over the land and took it over like it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So just bring all this context before you open your mouth. Now let's go back to Conservatives. Now we got Rishi, we got a brown guy, and I said brown guy in charge. Now I know Indian friends are like this. Oh, Roger, he's not a real one, you know. Trust me, I have a feeling with Kemi right behind him going, she ain't a real one either, you know. So you know, he is best part of his hairstyle, him long nose there, stick out, so you know what I'm saying, he's pushing them features out all day long. But I rate the dude. He stood up strong, he's doing what he's doing. Something that I wouldn't even step on, and this steps on, guys, you know what, so let's look at it from Afro-Caribbean perspective. I'm like, look at this, guys, yeah, within 2 generations we was walking up and down with Rishi's my age. I'll probably imagine how I was going uni with him, and I look around me and go, it's amazing the mentality and what you've been pushed in as a child, you know, education and doing certain things we just haven't done within our community, and never made our children realize they can achieve greatness. Always, you know, put a ceiling on them as well, you know, thinking, oh, we'll never do this, we'll never do that. And you know what? I rate you. Rishi Sunak, I rate you, because I could never envision this happening. Never thought I'll ever see, let alone a Labour Prime Minister being brown. Yeah, I was concerned before where you had oh goodness sake, the guys before who had an element. I think it was I can't remember what Miliband. Who's Miliband? Yeah, I'm sure he had some ethnicity. I don't know if he's Jewish or Indian, but either way, still rate him Conservative Party leader after. Maggie Thatcher's wannabe had to be kicked out with that dim tweet. That was a fall guy for that foolishness in Chancellor. I can't even call his name because he's deleted from my memory. But yeah, bro, rate ya, Rish, I rate ya. Hats off to you, bro. You know what? It may not be waving the flag for Conservatives every day. I'm not waving the flag for you policies. I'm not waving a flag for anything but what's going on in politics. I think it's a hot mess, guys. But I rate this brother for actually going against the norm, coming against the norm, and actually standing up and running the British Empire. It's so funny. It is so funny. Oh, I just love to be in some of them pubs. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, the strange things. Let me just turn this up because this is strange times and strange things, man.
No sound. You just gonna get knocked out like that and don't fight no another round.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy.